Here we're going to go and we're going to talk about why I no longer carry my Coast PX20, my new little toy here, the UltraTac K18. So the reason I settled on this is, the 10440 battery that you can recharge and use. I don't have any in here yet. When you're looking at the specs, you get the 360 lumens for about 20 minutes. Then in the second mode, the middle mode, drops down to 80 lumens. You'll get that for about an hour and a half. The low mode, moonlight mode, there's a bunch of different names, but just low light mode is 5 lumens. That lasts for about 15 hours. And it's considerably less when you add the AAA. Cover some of the flaws on why I switched from this to something smaller like this, and why I actually even carried the PX20 and why it's still a great unit. So, first one of the first issues, and I don't know if you can see in there is some corrosion. There is no lens cover, so that's wide open. You're directly exposed. So I had some moisture in my tool bag, and there's a little corrosion in there. I was able to kind of get some of it off, but not all of it came off. The buttons, they're nice. They're kind of tough, have a nice little feel to them, but it will accidentally depress in your pocket if you're not careful. But they are still pretty tight. The batteries, I don't know, it's kind of funny, but there's 3 AAAs in here, and just recently, because usually I would change them and change all 3. So recently I went and actually, when I went to change them, I found out that only one of them was completely dead and the other 2 were still good. Actually, they're in here now with 1 new battery and it's still going great. So I don't know what the deal is with that. With that in my pocket, my little key organizer here, this has got some weight. My wallet, my pen, everything would just be a mess and be scratched up. So that was that. Those are the issues that I had against it. But with that, it's still great for what it is. It's just not so great to necessarily have in your pocket. So it is, even though it's not so comfortable, it's not so great to have it in your pocket as a daily carry, perhaps, it is a nice weight to it, which is good, so it's easy to keep track of. It does have the 2 LED modes. I'm not sure the lumens. That is really low. And you have that, and I believe that's about 100. I think it's about 100, maybe 80. I'm not quite sure. It's really cool because you have the 2 modes. It has a good, rugged look to it. It's tough. It's been dropped. You can tell this one, But this worked for me because I was a sound engineer and I worked at a club. So occasionally there'd be a problem with the cable. Just something's not bringing me sound. So rather than stop the show, it makes it a lot easier than walking up there with this bright security looking light flashing around. This is a lot better when looking at the back of a cabinet or checking the snake or any of a number of things that you can be troubleshooting, trying to figure out what the problem is. So that was great. And then signaling, you can kind of flash. If you just kind of push it down while it's on, it cuts it on and off. So you have kind of a flash mode. So that would be nice if there were issues in signaling to the security or to whoever from across the bar. So with those issues, that's why this is still close. Not necessarily a daily carry, but a close carry. And that's why, my K18. Let's get to the things that I dislike about it, but aren't deal killers. I did the other night accidentally activated it. I must have, and I had it in my pocket, and I believe, no, I think I had it I had it down, and somehow I ended up hitting the button, and it does get warm if it runs for a while, and I felt the heat. So that was kind of bad. I mean, I could have watched out maybe if there was like a lockout mode, but then you wouldn't be able to use it so easy. And it's really an inexpensive flashlight. Bottom line, with the K18, it's a 2-year warranty. But I mean, come on, for 20 bucks, if I don't lose it or destroy it before then, I mean that's a pretty good lifespan. You know, it'll be time to get another one. I do plan to get a few others of these, in probably the tactical black and probably the silver. For demonstration purposes, as you can see here, check the clip out. Nothing in the chamber. Cleared. Just decocted. Took it out of single action mode for home defense. I'm not a big fan of the strap, but this is teen here. And the reason that I like it, there's probably other flashlights in which you can do this. I just happen to have the UltraTac K18 and it works. And because I had some difficulty in finding a holster for my handgun, I decided to kind of go with the best. The nice thing is I can switch it back and forth, so for functionality, I can come down and I can use it, I can operate that right there. See that there? I could operate and put that in the strobe mode. I can switch modes. I can turn it off and I have that control, and I'm still in a safety position while still being ready. So if I did have to take it to the next level, it is nothing but a quick operation. Now, but I still have the benefit if I have the flashlight here with the benefit of my firearm ready to go. So this is my consideration for home defense. Like I said, I showed you the gun is in the same state, just plus the magazine, just for the sake of the video. But all in all, for a cheap solution, I think it works very, very well as that dual purpose. So that's another reason that I kind of like that UltraTac. And the Uncle Mike's. Like I said, unfortunately there aren't a lot of holsters for my handgun, the MR9. I love it. Some may hate it. It's whatever.